Three gurus are involved in my sadhana: Atmananda and Subramanyam of Hyderabad, Shishir Upadhyay of Jaipur. I was initiated with Sri Vidya Sadhana by Atmananda in 2018 and led into avatar meditation in 2022. I have to read out the script. They control sadhak's mind with their mind power through our psychic. They make me speak their language. They make it sound from my mouth, their perspectives and counter perspectives, various styles of attitudes that can be reflected through speech, their reactions through my facial expressions, and abusive Hindi words. I am made a puppet to prey on. We were not informed about the pursuits and that they would engage in left-hand occult besides other meditation programs at their upcoming center at Hyderabad. The plan was discussed amongst the gurus. We sadhaks do not support left-hand occult that uses sadhaks as objects for manifestations and sell Shakti to make money. Free us from your trap. Free my family. I was taken in their group in silence since 2022, connected by mind. So I have my experiences and the inside info. This is a group of 7 sadhaks and 3 gurus. The gurus, their disciples and sadhaks, all are connected in silence through the mind power and third eye visions under the vigilance of these 3 gurus. Our minds are controlled. They have trapped us in their Ganga of consciousness. No other organization uses this malpractice to forcibly trap disciples and sadhaks for their personal purpose. If the disciple has to change to a better and a more evolved guru to further raise his being, or if the guru is unworthy, the disciple is free to do so. We want to change our guru. I am here to create awareness. I am in defiance of my family being included in their group, forcibly as against my consent. Atmanand and his guru business partners have used my family and myself as slaves, 24/7 for the past 5 years, to suffer on behalf of the gurus for their pap karmas or sins. This was discussed in the group. Now the disciples should be taught tapasya or austerities for evolution in sadhana. But these 3 gurus, Atmanand, Subramanyam and Upadhyay, have made my family and myself suffer the yatna, the sufferings of their papa karmas or sins. I oppose my family to be included in my sadhana sufferings that turned as nightmares. Apart from training me from austerities in my sadhana process, we were attacked and hit with energy physically, mentally and spiritually. I am hit, literally thrashed with energy. I was informed that I might have troubles from outside world. So to rule out any such insecurities, I was given sufferings within the group. This would leave me with negligible option to have to suffer or be prisoned or something like that, as many great beings undergo as part of the dual aspect of existence. Later, I discovered out of their discussions that the inflictions of my sufferings were yatnas, that is, to suffer on behalf of the gurus to burn their pap karmas or sins that they accumulated in their lives. I was not supposed to suffer being their slave, and my family absolutely not, as they are not even sadhaks. I am a product of their inhumane tantric attacks to inflict sufferings on their behalf, instead of them suffering or doing tapasya to burn their pap karmas. We are not healed with energy and are left at the mercy of pills and nutrition. Our health depleted rapidly with increasing attacks. My sadhana should have been completed within 3 months, but it's 5 years now and still being delayed. Moreover, female sadhaks are touched inappropriately in their private parts with energy. Also, energy is sent through the axis At the private parts, it is then shifted on the adjacent axis, leaving a sensation that hurts our Atma or soul. Lower chakras are put on rotation. Female sadhaks are shown being disclothed as a vision in the group that can see through the third eye. Cheap visions are shown, implanted on our minds to ruin our minds. We naturally rebel. Then all this is done repeatedly to make us shameless and lose our sense of dignity. In due course of time, we become used to such inhumane practices. These gurus put their papa karmas or sins in the kala or the time sphere of sadhaks. They plot misfortune for us to make us suffer on behalf of them throughout our lives. Now this is very important. The gurus have changed the mind plates of the mind triangles of my family and mine to push us back in evolution and withhold the manifestation of my avatara. Atmananda has plotted untrue, false images in our Sushumna, and Subramanyam has plotted deceptive equations of life images in our Kala to mislead and trick Shakti and power. They have engaged their pap karmas or sins with our inaccurate life images to let us suffer on their behalf. Atmanand says, what are they for? Subramanyam says, what are they for? Atmanand says, we don't suffer. Meaning, they don't suffer their sins but deliberately make us suffer as yatna on their behalf. Subramanyam has done black magic on me, a sadhak, and threatened with life threats for exposing them. In my next reel, I will share what my family and myself have gone through, how barbaric these gurus have been to us. Thank you.